Okay, we're going to be talking about the C-link counting chains. I overall think that these would be great to be used for patterns, which mainly is kindergarten addition and subtraction, which I wouldn't probably use this if it was above first grade for addition or subtraction because I mean, that would be a lot because the kindergarten standard is within 10, and then I think the first grade standard is up to 100, if I'm not mistaken. I mean, I said first grade, right? So first grade standard. And then also, this would be good for learning multiplication. Yeah. So the first standard is, or the first two standards are a kindergarten standard. The first standard is for patterns. So I'll read the standard to you. It says, it's KPAR 61. Create, extend, and describe repeating patterns with numbers and shapes and explain the rationale for the pattern. So for this one, I just have a couple of different examples that I put together. So the first one, it actually shows you on the Georgia Department of Education website. If you go to the math standards, it kind of shows you a little example with shapes, and it shows like triangle, triangle, circle, triangle, triangle, circle. So I kind of did the same thing here, but what you could do is you could ask your students to put the links in a certain order to show patterns. So like this is 2 of the same color, another 2 of the same color, so red, red, green, green, red, red, green, green. Another example that I have already put together is just a single color, so red, green, red, green, red, green. But you could also do, you know, colors of 3. So you could do red, blue, green, red, blue, green. Or you could do like red, green, green, red, green, green. So just any sort of pattern. Ask your students to make pattern forms for you, and yeah. Okay, the next one is also a kindergarten standard. It's for adding and subtracting. Like I said, you could probably use this for first grade as well, because of course they're going to do adding, subtracting in first grade as well. But the kindergarten standard says is KNR 53. Use a variety of strategies to solve addition and subtraction problems within 10. And it says use a variety of strategies, so this could be one of those strategies. So for example, I have 5 red links, so you could ask your students, okay, you know, we need 5 links and then we need 1 link. So you would have students put together a chain link of 5, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I already put this together to make it a little bit quicker, but you know, your students would put it together. And then I have the 1 chain link. You say, okay, we're going to put them together, because addition is what? It's adding them together. Now they would count. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 5 plus 1 is 6. And kindergarten is when they're first introduced to this, of course. So, you know, this would be a great tool to have. I have another example here. So, you know, 3 and 3. So we'll say, you know, we're going to add 3 chain links with another 3 chain links. You'll have your students build 3 of the chain links together. Okay, so 3 plus 3, you'll put them together. You'll have your students count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 chain links. So 3 plus 3 is 6. Now for subtraction, because this standard also includes subtraction, you could have your students put together a group of, you know, whatever number. It does have to be within 10 for this specific standard. So I have a group of 6. Now, after your students build their chain link worth of 6, you can ask them to take off however many. So we have 6 chain links. We're going to take off 2. Now, how many chain links are left? 1, 2, 3, 4. So 6 minus 2 is 4. And this just shows that same kind of visual representation. Okay. For the last standard that I picked, it's a 3rd grade standard. So students are first introduced to multiplication in 3rd grade. So it says the standard is 3 PAR 32. It says represent single-digit multiplication and division facts using a variety of strategies. Explain the relationship between multiplication and division. So it says represent single-digit multiplication using a variety of strategies. So for this, wrong thing. For example, you could ask students to put certain groups. So the example I'm giving is 3 times 4. So I think it would be fine whether they decided to do 3 groups of 4 or 4 groups of 3. But you can ask students to show that relationship. Also, since students are just being introduced to multiplication in 3rd grade, it's kind of, I feel like it's kind of the first thing they learn is that multiplication is repeated addition. So this kind of shows that because students are counting, which is addition. So they're adding these 3 groups together. So you could ask students to build you 3 groups of 4. So 1, 2, 3. So we're going to multiply them together because there are 3 groups of 4. We're going to count them. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So there are 3 groups of 4. So 4 chain links, 3 groups with 4 chain links. That equals 12 altogether. Yeah, so these are just a couple of different ways that I would use these in my classroom if I had this kind of a resource. But yeah, I think it would be great for any kind of it would be good for multiplication, addition, and subtraction. I think it would be great for both. And, of course, the pattern standard that is in kindergarten.